Hello YouTube! It's Blood Bowl time in this throwback Thursday as my Vongalazthag Violators took on the Feet of Flames, a Halfling team all the way back in 2012. And well, it was part of the TSR Blood Bowl League back then, and so it takes a special kind of person to play the Halflings. And Luke is one of those persons, well, who is not above tossing his players around in order to score his goals, having resulted in a fair amount of points already for the little guys, and they have a solid midfield position in the league table, just like my Chaos Dwarfs. I got a fame +2 with my 70,000 slavers versus 8,000 slaves. Sorry, I meant spectators. But apart from the winnings, nothing on the kickoff table ever gave me the chance to use this, and I had to have 70k of inducements, which would get me a Bloodwiser babe to support the team this match. It left me with having to come up with a game plan that would make the small Dutcher's life miserable upon impact, as I had to hold off his 4.5 guys with my 5-inch guys, bar that his were tossed over my head by his 2 trees. I decided to keep my 5 blockers, the 6 had to miss this match anyway, always in the back when kicking, and spread the tackle zone so he would have some trouble dodging around due to the tackle skill. Only advancing when it was more or less safe that during a particular drive no more halflings would fly over and, well, counter me basically. I also opted to start once more with only one bull centaur. He should be strong enough to push through just in case we got the ball and actually managed to bring it to him. So the front line would have to be held by my hobgoblins, led by Bob. Bob the brave or stupid must have something like a chronicle concussion, as he spent the whole game as a ping pong ball hovering between stunned and prone as he was smacked from one treatment to the other, but he refused to get carried off the pitch. So the Violators started by kicking, and the first flying halfling ended up being badly hurt as his star catcher was fumbled twice with his reroll by a tree. We got possession of the ball on my right flank as Thunderhoof picked it up, broke through the line by the help of his break tackle and his sprint skill set, and this netted me a 1-0 lead slightly over halfway of the first time. So for the next kickoff I brought on the second Bull Centaur as well, but his first blitz resulted in both players going down and the half cobbling to an end. So 1-0 in the lead at halftime. And on the second half, I once again put both Bull Centaurs on as we would be receiving, and some more Dwarven linemen on the front line and away from those big wooden guys, to force open the flanks and thunder the Centaurs through. There was some pushing forth and back that took place, with Thunderhoof badly injuring the second shorty of the game, and my team didn't manage to decently pick up the ball and toss it to the Bull Centaur. So in the end, the second Centaur picked up the ball himself and bludgeoned his way over to the left flank. Turn 5 of the second half, and Balls of Brass scored a safe 2-0 lead for the Violators. I did then something spectacular and fielded all my hobgoblins for the next kick. Well, okay, it wasn't spectacular, it was downright playing it safe, but I took off my star Bull Centaur Thunderhoof, who had 4 touchdowns and 4 casualties in this league so far, as well as my 2 dwarf blockers that already have guard, just to prevent freakish things happening in the final 3 turns. The rest of the Dwarfs was deployed with remaining Centaur in the back as per the game plan, leaving the front line cluttered by 7 Hobgoblins. If they're going to allow net-based teams in the next year's league, I am considering an all Hobgob team instead of the Wood Elves. Oh yeah. And they got smacked. They got smacked some more. Then one died, but the Apothecary changed it to a simple miss next match. Then they stabbed back viciously, and with one Hobgoblin badly hurting a third short stuffer, and Bob of all Hobgoblins tossed a completed quick pass in the final turn, which would make sure he would gain a skill reroll after the game. So the game ended that way, and in the end I got 60k winnings towards the purchase of that final player, the Minotaur, giving me 80,000 in the treasury now. And the man of the match was Bob. For the second time in his career, the fans are picking up his infamy for sure, and what other skill would there be to give his foolish Hobgob? Dauntless. Yeah, read up on the skill. It's a great skill to give to a simple lineman, especially if you take a lineman as a running joke. Now supported by 2 guard-equipped dwarfs, the legend of Bob can really start soaring sky high, because in Bob we trust. League-wise, this now puts me on enough games to be qualified, with 5 games played and 9 points scored at the moment, 3 wins, 2 losses, 6 touchdowns scored, 5 touchdowns against. No idea how the table looks like so far, as the league commissioner isn't very outcoming with those. And I had to promise some co-players to not do it for him. Conclusion, no halfling walks into Zarnagrund and expects to get out unburned. So, thanks for listening to me again, and if you like it, like, subscribe, comment, and you'll hear me back next week with another Throwback Thursday. Bye bye.